Here we go.
Both big men, though.
Drive, wheels.
Overweighing his opponent by 16 kilograms, Brandon Allen. We have the man taking the sport of arm wrestling to new heights. A hybrid athlete and one of the strongest men on the planet. Weighing 126 kilograms, 277 pounds, Larry Wheels.
Here we go, Michael Todd. Brandon Allen, Larry Wheels.
Obviously, you see Larry setting up for that power hook. I think he might even have his foot up on the table leg there. Brandon looks like he's going to go for an outside move. I mean, that's both of their lanes. This first ready go is going to tell us a lot.
Two very contrasting styles. We know that King's move is an option for Brandon Allen. Larry Wheels, we've seen impressive if he can make the match close and tight. He has done, but straight away Allen hits the Kings, and some evidence of problems early on, and I know a man who knows a little bit about that. Michael Todd.
Yeah, so what I saw was he hit offensively really good, got his wrist to go just a little bit, and then Larry sucked him in, got that cup, and he pronated out, dropped his hand, got the slip, and it looks like if he can be that offensive on go, I was looking at that setup, and I really thought Larry was just going to turn him in real fast on go. Brandon had a very fast hit. If he can get that same hit again inside the strap and stop Larry from pinning him, even in that open top row Kings move, it could definitely put some fatigue on Larry's wrist, and Larry would probably have to have an additional press to pin him. But I'm still going with Larry, still looking Larry.
Yeah, Larry Wheels looks extremely strong, but he said before the match that he was concerned about his endurance. I must admit that was a concern I had for him, just because of the inexperience at the table, but it'd be great if he can get some confidence and get some points on the board early. We're going into the strap, two really contrasting looks about these arm wrestlers, never mind stylistically. We got Larry Wheels there, he's pristine, he's polished, he's clean, and we got filthy power Brandon Allen, who looks like he's never seen a barber shop in his life. Here we go.
Both big men, though.
Drive, Wheels, tightening up, staying with his arms, which is good to see. But it is Brandon Allen moving to the back of the pad, needs to watch that elbow. He's playing with fire a little there, and I'm not sure what call we've got.
They got a pin, but I don't think it quite. I think it needed another half inch to go, but it looks like 1-0 for Larry.
Okay, that's the pin, Larry Wheels. Potentially that could have actually been a little elbow infringement for Brandon Allen off the back of the pad as well, and they called it in a losing position, quite possibly. Let's have a look at the replay there, see if we can see anything, because he was very close to the back of the pad, and I think Bill's explaining that now.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like he's in that position. He's still above the table. His humerus is not downward, unless his elbow's off the back of the pad. If his
I think it was, mate.
Yeah.
I think it looked to me like there was a little infringement.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't a shoulder below the table infringement. Everything there was within the rules, but it looked like his elbow might have came off the back.
Got the makings of a solid match here, though, because what you could see there, the strength gap is not too big at all. And this could become a lot more exciting as things go on. Nice to see Larry Wheels get his first pin in Supermatch Arm Wrestling. And
absolutely. And he stayed patient. He looked good. He was making the right moves. So his training is definitely paying off.
Without question, looking far more joined up. And we know Larry is an absolute athlete. He's shown so much prowess in so many fields. Arm wrestling, he's set his sights on. He's pursuing it with vigour, with aggression, with passion. And he gets something on the board early. Needs to calm down. Hopefully that settles his nerves and allows him to think his way through the matches. So difficult to do that when you're under this kind of pressure.
Well, absolutely. It's a big stage. It's his promotion. It's he's coming off that loss to Schoolboy, but he looks good. He looks strong. But like you said, he just needs to keep those nerves in check and do what he's been training to do.
The buckle tightened down. Determined look on the face of Larry Wheels. Brandon Allen, pretty much given his signature. He knows exactly what he's going to do here. Try to hit that open top roll. Transition to the Kings. Larry Wheels going to make it tight, going to make it close. Try and close that wrist, cut hard and move to the side. But you can see the fatigue already evident there. And as he starts to drive, I think there's a little infringement on that. Yeah, a running foul for filthy Brandon Allen.
Yeah, they're not calling that King's move correctly. It's not. That's not the way the rule. It goes in King of the table. He's not below the table. He's still. I don't know. I know what they're calling, but this is not looking good for Larry right now.
No, and that's better. He closed his wrist a little bit there, and he's certainly got an arm strength. And there's the pin. Larry Wheels, well done. Stuck with his arm, managed to regain the cup, and when he did so, the difference in strength was significant there. You could see Brandon Allen still hanging out.
He did regain the cup, but actually Brandon came in, thought it was time to do the transition, and there was not enough fatigue on Larry's arm yet. Now, if he does that one more time, he cracks that wrist like that, and stays with it, it could pay its dividends on Larry's wrist for sure. But that's very impressive for Larry. He stayed patient. He did what he needed to do. He got back in that hook, and he went straight for the pad and as soon as he got that position. So very impressive performance so far.
Without question, Larry Wheels clearly progressed leaps and bounds in the sport in this last 5 or 6 months, and every credit to the guy. You can see at the moment Brandon Allen getting a lot of work done on that arm, but like you say, there is an opportunity here for him to turn this around, and a big smile on the face of Larry Wheels. Brandon Allen is up there. He's ready to go one more time.
Yeah, he knows he's questioning Larry's endurance. He knew he put some pressure into the hand and wrist that last match. He wants him to get back up there and see if he can't do it again. He's got a good game plan. It's just right now he's run into a stronger arm wrestler so far.
Brandon Allen on the far side of the table from the United States of America. As we said earlier, a guy who's transitioned, an impressive powerlifter. Larry Wheels, cut from a similar cloth, and he's been investing a great deal of time. He's invested in getting some of the very best arm wrestlers in the world to go out to Dubai and to pour that knowledge into him, to improve his technical prowess, his understanding of the sport. He's really embraced the game of iron arms, and he's thrown himself in there, and the dividends are paying out tonight. You can see he looks far more calm than he has done before. He was definitely experiencing some issues in that last match, but he didn't panic. He stayed with his arm. He showed that additional experience. Needs one more now.
Yeah, I'm really proud of him. He's been very disciplined. He's learned. He's had the opportunity to pull and train with the best arm wrestlers in the world, and he's learned a lot. So he's being patient.
Big drive from Allen, trying to open him up again, but at this point, unable to do so, Mike. Patience.
I mean, things are looking good on both sides right now. He just cannot afford to get turned in that hook. Larry's looking good, looking patient. He's liking the hook.
Little transition attempt there, but again, too early from Brandon. He's trying to put that fatigue in Larry, and he's done so, and there's one back. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in an arm wrestling match. You called that... Oh, what have we got?
Elbow foul. Or shoulder foul. I don't know what they're calling. But it's definitely a foul on Brandon. But he just showed there's the lane, right? He looked good. He countered. He went in to come into the transition. Larry surged. He countered. He went back to the Kings. He came back in. He got the press. I just don't know where the foul, happened. But he definitely. I mean, that's his round 2. We got 4 more rounds, so this could go either way. And I think that just gave Brandon a lot of confidence.
It will indeed, mate. And I think, to be honest, Larry will possibly try to rush a little bit now, try to finish earlier, because he will be feeling the effects of that fatigue. It's alien territory for him, really, as it is for most people. When they experience that open top roll, really puts massive fatigue into you, and that is a concern. And Brandon needs to be patient himself. There's the transition, and this time he makes it stick. And Brandon Allen's confidence has just gone through the roof, and I can tell you there's a lot of Brandon Allen fans who'll be dancing around the living rooms right about now.
He just told everyone in the building that it's over. It's just Larry needs to be. Larry cannot be offensive like he wants to, because he's getting that pronator. I mean, he's getting pronated hard on that setup. As soon as they say go, he's dropping in the open top row. As Larry goes to pin, he's getting compromised, and then you have a big bicep that cannot handle an entire body laying on it, and that's what's happening.
You could see there that
it's beautiful.
Larry didn't get comfortable, committed too early. There was a massive amount of fatigue in the hand and wrist, and Allen transitioned, exposed him badly, and there was no fallback, no plan B. Just that limited experience from Larry at this stage. He doesn't have another option.
No, it's beautiful work by Brandon as well. And if you watch some of the interviews, he predicted a 6-0 victory for himself or a 4-2 victory. He thought that Larry might could get him early, but once he put that fatigue into him, he had this game plan. So can Larry make an adjustment? We know Larry said he has a top row. Let's see if he's going to try to use it.
Brandon Allen waits at the table, trying to initiate the match that little bit early. I know someone else who's done that in one of his matches as well. Get up there and try to make the man come back to the table. Reminiscent of Monster Michael Todd, Devon Larratt, WEL.
Yeah, I knew I had a game plan. I told you that whole game plan prior to happening, and it played out perfectly that night. I had a good night that night. But I knew someone as alpha male as Devon Larratt would not allow someone else to be at the table and him still sitting on a stool. So I knew once I got back to the table, he was going to come back up there.
Snapshot prediction at this stage of the match, Michael Todd. It's 2-1. Brandon Allen just come back into the match. Do you think he continues and takes it from here, or is Larry going to be able to make those adjustments?
We're all going to find out everything right now. Either Larry's going to make the right adjustment, or Brandon's going to win the next 3 rounds. If Larry can make the right adjustment, he can come out on top of this thing. But if he keeps doing the same thing, I think Brandon's got his number right now. He knows there's enough fatigue in that arm, there's enough fatigue in that hand and wrist. All he's got to do is be patient and then time that transition. And I hate that for Larry, because I know how important this is to him. But at the same time, Brandon has been training hard. He's worked hard for this match. So you got to give respect to both of these guys. They both love arm wrestling. They made the transition from powerlifting and strength athletics over to this sport, and got to give them both all kinds of credit.
Absolutely. Larry Wheels, look at the physique on that individual. The man looks like he's been carved out of Zeus's tooth. Absolutely
he is a freak.
Incredible. What a specimen. Unbelievable.
No.
Brandon Allen, somewhere below that beard is a man called Brandon, and he's in this match. Look at that, look.
Thumbs down.
6
He's one thick individual.
Small birds nesting. I mean, he makes your beard look a bit poor, mate. I'm going to say, here we go. Down come the hands under. Whoa, look at that. It's a direct press, straight to the press for Brandon Allen. And that was not anticipated by Larry Wheels. It's caught him napping, and Brandon Allen dramatically ties the score. Where did that come from, Michael Todd?
Well, sometimes you just know. Sometimes you can feel the energy draining from your opponent. When you're in those long matches and you can tell that it's not where they want to be, you can feel that it's taking more out of them than it is you. And sometimes that you just have that option, that straight shoulder press to the pad. I've been there, I've done it. And I got to give the man credit. He has done very, very well tonight. He had a game tuck to it. And so far it's working out real well. You hate being down 2 matches, but if that's what it takes to level the playing field, it's worth doing just so that you can come out on top.
Brandon Allen will be really feeling like he's back with a vengeance in this match now, because I saw the referees having a little chat after that. I thought for a moment we were going to see some kind of infringement. It doesn't look like that is the case unless they're checking the cameras now. But that was a really impressive transition. Popped that out of nowhere, Brandon. He's been hanging back, utilising that open top roll, utilising the Kings. Not that time. Straight to the press. Drop the wrist.
Now for Larry is don't let this get in your head. If you lose your confidence, if you lose your swagger now, it's going to be all you wrote. You got to get in there and bang. You got to give it everything you got. You got to be aggressive on go. As soon as you hear ready, you need to be hitting that man.
And this is an exciting matchup for both these lads. It's really finely balanced right now. And I'll tell you what, Brandon Allen, well, they're getting a lot of fans out of this. I've really warmed to him. Over this week, I think Brandon's been great. I'm a big Brandon Allen fan now. I'm a big Larry Wheels fan. Larry really impressed me here. Win, lose, or draw. He's definitely impressed. He's making those strides in the sport, but he will want to get a result here. A lot of arm wrestling will want him to get a result here, Mike.
Well, he needs it. You know, he needs it right now. He needs to show that he has more than just that one ace. This is where he's got to show his heart. This is where he's got to show that I'm willing to do anything it takes to win. And we're about to find out where Larry's at right now. And either way, win or lose tonight, I have a lot of confidence that Larry's going to continue to do great things in the sport. But like you said, Brandon Allen has a great personality. He's a great guy. And we're having a lot of fun tonight. We're definitely winning by getting to see this match.
Larry Wheels. Brandon Allen, here we go. We're into the strap. Bill Collins will close the thumbs. He'll then move on to those hands and we'll be underway again. Will we expect to see something different again from Allen? He hangs back again and Larry Wheels a lot better this time, and we'll see that commitment now. Starts to move to the side, but a measured approach, and he needs to remain calm. He's being exposed on the hand and wrist again, though, and it's Brandon Allen who capitalises. Dives in, Mike, and the shoulder press finish again. Wow.
Well, you saw it as soon as, so it looked like Brandon was going to try that bent wrist press on go. It wasn't there for him. He went back into open top rope, but he saw him shaking his head. He knew it wasn't the same arm he felt rounds 1 and 2, and he was just being patient, ready to make that transition. He's going to push sideways, transition that shoulder behind it. There's that pec neck and straight to the pad.
What was really evident there, Mike, as we watched the replay, as you were talking through it, perfect job there, because you could sort of see Brandon Allen going through the gears. He was waiting and he was timing that transition. Contrasting from Larry, there wasn't another option for him, and you did feel for him at that time. He'd done the work, he'd stopped the match, but he didn't really know where to go, and just that little lack of experience that's still evident for him. But I hope this doesn't worry his confidence, because he's made a great deal of strides forward. Just needs to work on those transitions and give himself more options there.
Absolutely. He's still very new to the sport, but this is what I've always said. What determines a great arm wrestler is how do you win once the match stops. You can be a guy who flashes people and you can have one silver bullet and it could be awesome, but you got to be able to win once the match stops. And it shows that Brandon Allen has spent a lot of time on the table, a lot of time doing exactly that, getting into long matches and just finding a way to win. So very impressive by both guys.
Filthy power, Brandon Allen, a man who will leave Dubai with a lot of additional fans. He's performed great here. He leads this arm wrestling match. Larry Wheels, what have you got left? How much do you want this, Larry Wheels? He looks a little dejected right now. Needs to try and pet those spirits up, Larry. A man who's competed all his life and he's put so much effort and energy into this sport. I'm willing him to get a foothold back in this match and draw it level.
You want it for him so bad because he's put so much work into the sport and he's done great things. The sport of arm wrestling owes this guy a debt of gratitude for the exposure we're getting, and you want to see him, shine. You want to see him do well. But like I said, if it's not tonight, that you're going to see great things from this young man. He's very young, he's talented, and he is passionate about arm wrestling.
Here we go. We're back into the strap. Last Chance Saloon. Larry Wheels. What is going through the mind of the man from Personal Record right now? Needs to try and collect himself. Think about.
You see Brandon setting up for that shoulder.
Lessons. Yes, sir. Carving around. Shaping his body. Look for that off the start. You can see
and it's going to be a bit wrist press too.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he's giving his wrist up. He's going.
There it goes. Big drive. It's the finish. It's done. It's in the history books. Michael Todd called it perfectly. Set himself up and executed.
And a winner, Brandon Allen.
Man, I mean, you got to give both these guys great credit. They've done amazing things, but Brandon Allen just showed out.
You lived up to that confidence in the press conference. I mean, well done.
Thank you, man. I know I dug a big hole and I had to climb out of it.
You did. You certainly climbed out of it. Big round of applause for Brandon Allen.